talk about the four-seam fastball. They call it a four-seam fastball because when it comes off the back of the fingers here, you can see that all four seams are revolving, so it really creates a real tight spin, four seams revolving, and it's what helps the ball stay straight. When you throw it, you basically just get your arm back, get your arm at an angle that you like. Some guys throw from a side slot, some guys are over the top, other guys are in between those two slots, so find your common slot, and then you're just taking it and really just chucking it about as hard as you can. As you get into the two-seam fastball, the reason it's a two-seam fastball is once it's released, you'll only see the two seams revolving, and it will be a much more broken up rotation like that. That's what makes the ball move. You call it a sinker or a two-seamer, so when you're watching on TV and you hear a guy talking about a sinker or a two-seamer, that's what they're meaning, is the two-seamer is their sinker. It usually breaks the air in a funky fashion, and it makes the ball kind of sink for them. You get into the curveball, and we again want four seams revolving. Four seams breaking the air is what makes the ball break a little bit more. So when we get our arm into our slot that we like, we basically take this grip here with both fingers together. We're down on the seam. Use this seam right here as a kind of a pulling tool for you, and your fingers will be together. And then we're going to take that curveball and we're going to do this motion with it. We used to call it kind of grabbing a window shade and pulling it down, and that if you were to grab the string of a window shade and pull it down, that's how you do it, and that's kind of what we try to teach with the curveball. Last pitch is a circle changeup. A lot of guys throwing it in four seams to try to keep it straighter. They turn it over just a little bit so it does have action. Some guys will put it actually in a two-seam grip and have more action with it. It's usually a pitch that you want to be able to throw for a strike, so I found for the most part the four-seamer is a little bit easier for guys to throw for strikes. But you can see the circle of the change up here. My fingers are gently on the ball. I want to lay the ball back on these fingers, these pads, my first and second pads. You don't want it down deep in your hand or down to the palm. It's very tough to command that pitch when it's we call that kind of gorilla grip on the ball. So we want to get it out on our fingertips where we have a little bit more touch and feel out there. And then we're going to simply just throw it just like we throw our fastball, and in the process the hand kind of pronates just a little bit and the ball will actually go from left to right for a right-handed pitcher.